You've created some what will be eventually buttons on a web page, and you've done it in Adobe Illustrator. So we have these 5 different what will be a navigational bar array of buttons. What do we do with them now? Well, there's a couple of things we could do. I know people that will go into Illustrator and just do one at a time. They have one Adobe Illustrator AI document that's called Home, and they have another one called About Us, etc. That'll work. But I'd rather put it all together here and then slice it. Now, what I'm going to show you is a really cool shortcut for making slices, but there's a couple of precision things that we need to do. Number one, this must be a bar, so we need to get them all aligned correctly. That's not too hard. Select everything. Come up here, and I am in the painting workspace. Click this button right here for the align feature, and let's just align them vertically, because they have to be aligned vertically. Let's close this for a minute. What we need to do next, let me move that down just a little. We need to make sure that these ends are precisely exactly butted up against this one, and I don't want to trust my eyes to that. I need something to help me. So we're going to reopen this again. We have an area down here called Distribute to Spacing. Remember that. We're going to use that in a second. But I need to know how many pixels are between here and here so I can move it that way. Here's the fun part. Go up to the word View and make sure that you actually have Smart Guides selected. It's not a default. If you don't have it on, turn it on. Make sure there's a check mark right there. And if you don't see your rulers up, you can go to the word View and go down to the rulers right here, and you can turn your rulers on. Pick up this box right here. That's actually a button that allows me to move the 0 point of this image. And I'm going to drag it down, and I'm going to put it right there. Now you'll see it's actually going to lock to that anchor point, and you'll actually see the word. That might be hard for you to see. It actually says the word anchor. Let go. My 0 point is now right there. What I want you to do now is select these two. Come up here and say Align to Key Object. Make sure that says 0 pixels. What's the key object? This one. Click it. Just click it once. Now, select this button right here. Watch what happens. It will push it right up to that 0 point. Now, we're going to do this a couple more times quick. I'm going to drag it again, but this time I'm going to lock it to this one. I'm going to select these two. Tell the computer I want to align to a key object. Make sure it says 0. Select that as the key object and click that button again. This is easy once you get into it, but it guarantees that my eyes are not going to be the one that decides where this thing goes. And we're changing it each time we do that. Align to key object. Again, 0. This is the key object. Click it again. Piece of cake, as they say. Let's move that one more time. All right, locks right to it. These are the two we want. Align to key object. That's the key object. 0 pixels. Boom. They are now precisely exactly aligned the way I want them to be. There's no other way you could do it with this kind of precision. You could do it with your eyes if you want to, but this is pretty cool. What do we do next? Well, we're going to select them all. These have to be sliced, but I don't want to draw the slices like we did in the previous segment. Watch this. Select everything. Go up to the word Object on the pull-down menu and go down to Slice. Create from Selection. Now, if that ain't cool, I don't know what is. Now, we could have selected one at a time and said Create from Selection, and that's all right. But all these items are exactly the same. There are 5 of them. Watch this. We've got that slice selected. Make sure you got your Select Slice tool here, chosen, and then we select that slice. We got the whole thing selected. Go back to the word Object on the pull-down menu, go down to Slice, and tell the computer that you want to divide the slices. Now, each one of our slices is 100 pixels. There are 500. These are 100 by 20. I already knew that. So I can say divide into 5 because they're equal, or I can say every 100 pixels do the same thing, which is what I'm going to use, and click Preview. As you can see, it's doing it. It's perfect. Click OK. Now, it did take us a minute to line them up perfectly. But if you want to do this, the divide is awesome. Or don't forget, if you just select something on your screen and you want to slice it, don't worry about using the slice tool. You don't have to. You can go to the word Object and go down to Slice right here and use the options right there. That is nice. Now you have a release option too to get rid of them. We're fine. Our next step would be to go to File, Save for Web and Devices. Here's our items right here. We can then decide what we want for our compression, all that other stuff that we need to do, and then click Save and save our 5 slices. That is a down and dirty, easy way to do multiple slices on a very precise level.